Welcome back to another tea video, everyone. This is Tayland here, bringing you another One River Tea Raw Puer from the 2025 Yunnan flight. This time I am bringing you, I am going in order from cheapest to most expensive in the flight. This is the next one in order. This is Blackwater Ridge Orb. Blackwater Ridge, I will start by showing you the pricing, talking about the description on the website, and then we will get into the tasting. So feel free to skip around. I'm going to have everything timestamped below. So one orb of this is $3.45 for a 7-gram orb. That is roughly 49 cents a gram. So getting on the pricier side, still all right, but just about 50 cents a gram. So yeah, definitely getting up there. The next one, the most expensive one, is definitely a doozy though. That one is an occasion tea for that price. But looking at this, one orb $3.45 or 3 orbs for $10.30. So not horrendous yet. Still I'd say a reasonably priced, if not higher end, or at least mid to higher end price. So this is a Blackwater Ridge Yiwu Puer, raw puer from Heishui Liangji, Guofengjai, and Yiwu, harvested April 2025. Press dates May 2025. Tasting notes are guava, honeysuckle, orchid, cream, and rock sugar. I do wonder how they decide on a specific descriptor like rock sugar, because that is so specific, right? Like, why not just sugar? But hey. All right, Blackwater Ridge is a rare tea. It is a single origin tea cake made exclusively from Guangfeng material in Yiwu. Yiwu is well known for its gentle character of tea, their welcoming depths, and for their incredible ability to age magnificently. Highly sought, endlessly copied, this region has been meticulously divided down the microregions with their different flavors. Terroirs, villages, ethnic groups, mountains, and even side of mountains, and different garden plots on a single mountainside. Thus, we are proud to say 100% of the tea leaves in this tea cake come from one particular mountain, Heishui Liangji, or Blackwater Ridge, and from one specific garden we visited in April 2025. Heishui Liangji is the second tallest mountain in Xishuangbanna, second only to Huangzhou Liangji, and it is the crowning jewel of what many poor drinkers refer to as wild flavor of Guangfengjai tea. Guangfengjai is one of the most remote tea growing villages in Yiwu. The first dirt road in the village was hewn from the forest in 2001. Electricity was first connected in 2008. Wow, that's pretty crazy. That's very remote, huh? And its tea has been fanatically coveted since the early 2010s. This region is renowned for its wide jungles, minimal human intervention, and richly wild taste of the teas. Our time out in Guangfengjai spring really impressed upon us just how special the region is. The teas, the mountains, the people, the culture. We are honored to be able to offer this tea from such a beautiful mountain garden made by such wonderful people. Well, we have done a lot of blending this year, mixing batches of tea from different gardens together to complement the accent flavors. The tea from Blackwater Ridge deserves to be experienced in its pure form. Thus, it is one of the few unblended teas we are offering this year. I wonder if that also goes into price, because typically I feel like not blending teas will be a bit more pricey too. Dry leaves give off a rich tropical fruit fragrance when placed in a warmed gaiwan. We get guava and papaya in addition to a richly floral background. These fragrances only intensify when brewed with hot water, releasing even more floral notes with a stickier tropical fruit flavor. We even get citrus hop fragrances like those in a rich IPA. Unlike an IPA, though, there is a very little bitterness in this tea. On the tongue, we get notes of cream, rock sugar, flowers, and a pleasant minerality. While the chachi isn't as profound as the Gushu base of No Man's Land, the Blackwater Ridge, Chamu provides soothing waves of relaxing energy that makes us brew this tea beyond 10 infusions. The gentle mouthfeel, the sweet tea soup, and the energy of this tea truly show us the best of Yiwu and are great examples of wild flavor. people are referring to when they speak of Guafengzhai teas. So, yeah, sounds pretty interesting. They did kind of compare it to the No Man's Land, which is the most expensive one we'll be doing next. And then, I don't know, Mountain Song's the one I did last. I don't know, as I was finishing it, it just very much not for me. I don't know, wasn't a fan of it. I've liked all of One River Tea's tea so far up to this point, other than that one. I wouldn't say it was necessarily horrible quality. The leaves looked good. They seemed reasonably high quality. I just didn't like the flavor profiles of that tea, which is a rarity for me. Generally, I'm pretty even in the middle with most teas. Like, even if it's just kind of an okay tea, I'll just say it's all right. And it definitely had plenty of flavor. It was just not flavor I was into. So, you know, it happens. I try a lot of tea. Very seldom do I come across a tea where I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't drink that again. And personally, Mountain Song is one of them. But I'd say, you know, give it a try yourself, see what you think. Maybe you'll like the flavor profile of it. Because there's certainly teas out there I don't prefer over others. First, I'm going to start with a dry taste, or dry smell on this Blackwater Ridge. Smells nice. Smells fruity, kind of a little floral, a little bit of vegetal, a little bit of a kind of a almost candy note to it that I'm really enjoying the smell of straight off the bat. But let me get this unwrapped to show you the tea ball and the artwork on the wrapping. All right, here is that wrapping. I believe that's the sky and like the mountain maybe that it was supposed to come from. So pretty cool. There's the date and everything. Yiwu Deep Jungle Tea. And the brewing instructions. So yeah, looks pretty good. And then here is the tea ball. Looking like a raw pour, nothing crazy. I'll show you the leaves again once it's opened up. And we'll put this in there at boiling, like they suggest, for a minute to open up. Alright, here is that rinse. It's been going at boiling temperature for about a minute. So as you can still see, quite a light color, likely not even opened yet. It is not, but that's okay. I usually like to let the ball steam a bit in the gaiwan while we're at it. But looking at the liquid, very relatively clear. You see the little floating bits, the tea hairs. Looks nice. It's like a light gold, light tan color, like a straw color. Let's give a quick just wet leaf smell while we're here. So I'm very much getting some minerality in the smell and a bit of sweetness. And some vegetal, and the fruities calm down a bit, but I still get a little. Yeah, smells very nice. Alright, I let the tea steam a bit. It seems to have loosened up a bit, so we're going to go back in just off of boiling, and we'll go for, I don't know, 15 seconds or so. Sounds about right. Yeah, it's already breaking up. Alright, here is that first steep. 15 seconds. Boiling. Already got quite a bit of color to it. Still not quite open, but most of the way there. Got quite a bit of color now. Nice deep golden, nice rich gold color. Nice and clear. The leaf made it in, no biggie. Yeah, these leaves are not quite open, but looking pretty nice. Let's give that another smell, see how that is. It smells really nice. There's a real interesting smell to it. It's like a sweet, kind of a fruity note. There's some vegetal, some floral to it. I just don't know what kind of floral, what kind of fruity. It's definitely interesting. It's different than what I'm used to, for sure. They mentioned honeysuckle, orchid, and guava. So I've never had guava. I don't think I've really been around orchids or honeysuckle, so it's new to me. I'm not familiar with those smells or tastes. All right, I'm gonna taste this first steep Blackwater Ridge. Quite nice. Already has quite a bit of flavor on that first steep. Definitely gonna need to do another for it to open up a bit more, obviously, but yeah, I think too soon to tell. So far, a little bit of astringency, a bit of mouth drying, no real bitterness, a bit of minerality, a little bit of sweetness in there, and maybe some like creaminess. Yeah, I feel like there's some cream in there. All right, let me do that second steep. Second steep going in, just under boiling. I think we're rocking 210, 211 Fahrenheit. And we'll go for, let's try 15 seconds again. All right, 15 seconds have been completed. Leaves are mostly open now. They look very relatively whole. Yeah, looking pretty nice. Pretty dark too, I feel. Let's give it another smell. Yeah, they definitely smell fantastic. There's like a astringent, fruity, mineral, floral. I don't know, all the things. It's definitely got all the things in the smell currently. I think the vegetal has calmed a bit. That was just kind of in the wash in the first steep. And the color is beautiful, nice deep golden color. Looking fantastic, very clear. All right, here is that second steep. It's very nice. It's very mellow as far as bitterness, especially for a raw puer. Bitterness is basically non-existent, frankly. A little bit mouth drying, a slight bit of astringency, but it's very minimal. A good amount of sweetness and quite a bit of minerality, but they're very well balanced. And I feel like the liquid itself is quite thick, almost a almost like a syrupy consistency. I like this one a lot. Very drinkable, incredibly drinkable. Like I just want to keep crushing big cups of this. Good amount of like sweetness, and I do feel there's a bit of cream in there somewhere. There's some floral. There's a bit of that fruity, vague fruitiness that I don't know what it is. Maybe it's guava. I don't know. I've never had guava, so I couldn't say. Very well balanced tea, and very mild on the bitterness. So those of you who aren't fans of bitter and you want something that maybe is a good intro to raw puer, or you just want a less bitter raw puer, this one would be a go-to. Obviously, watch your steep times, just to keep it to low to no bitterness. Obviously, if you oversteep, anything's gonna get bitter. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I'm obviously, like all my other teas recently, I'm gonna put it up on TDB, but this one's probably gonna get a 9 from me, out of 10. Yeah, this one's solid. But yeah, I think that's all I got for this one. So leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you.